Avatar Nation.
All right, hey everybody, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well and you guys are having a great Friday. Thank you guys for being here. I just really wanted to quickly touch on this story regarding Ben Simmons, the I guess you could say star guard out of Philadelphia, who plays for the Philadelphia 76ers. I just wanted to talk about this whole situation here real quick. So let me bring it up real quick because I think Ben Simmons may have played chess. I don't know, I may be completely wrong regarding this, but it says Ben Simmons told 76ers she's not prepared mentally to play. So if you've been following the story, you know he's been holding out, hasn't shown up at training camp. Then they started to fine him and put a portion of his salary into escrow. Let me read this for you guys real quick. It says the disgruntled point guard's contract was structured for him to receive 50% of this season's $33 million salary by October 1st. He previously received an initial payment of $8.25 million for July 1st and was scheduled to get his second payment Friday, which would have been October 1st. Yeah, his second payment on Friday. Instead, the Sixers withheld his salary and placed the second amount in an escrow account. Sources confirmed. Sources have said that wasn't an option as the Sixers looked to ensure any fines for his training camp no-show could be deducted from that account moving forward. Teams have the ability to withhold salary from players who fail to provide their services due to the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. The Sixers also can fine Simmons for missing media day and training camp. He did not show up from Monday's media day and has now missed 3 practices. Okay. All right, so basically, make a long story short, he did show up. He did start showing up to practice, but he was not engaged in practice. So he was just showing up, just coming, participating in some of the drills, doing over, just pretty much not being 100% there. Then the next day, he decided not to participate in drills, and then he was ultimately kicked out of practice by head coach Doc Rivers. Now, I guess Ben Simmons is saying that he's mentally not prepared to play. All right, so the latest on this situation is it says the disgruntled Philadelphia 76ers point guard met with head coach Doc Rivers and center Joel Embiid and the rest of the team on Friday, which was this Friday, and said he wants to play but needs more time because he's not prepared mentally. In the meeting, Simmons accepted responsibility and accountability for his actions, and he served a one-game suspension during their season opener. Okay. It says Simmons reportedly attended shoot-around Thursday where he was engaged around the team ahead of Sixers Friday home opener against the Nets. It's unlikely Simmons will play tonight. And they say they respect his privacy and things like this. Let me make a long story short. Okay, Ben Simmons does not want to be in Philadelphia, right? He had that terrible performance in, I guess, the Eastern Conference semifinals where he had a wide open shot under the basket and then just passed it. And okay, so he's 25 years old. So he's been in the league for 6 years, I think 5 or 6 years, right? So, because I think he got drafted in 2016, so that'll be 5 years. And everything was good, right? The Philadelphia 76ers had this whole thing about the process, and they were, pretty much easing Joel Embiid and Bill Simmons into their role. And then things didn't really, and then things started to elevate, right? As they started to reach and get better. Let me just say this. Okay, Ben Simmons is not built for the city of Philadelphia. The city of Philadelphia is a harsh city to play in. They're very, very rough on their stars. They even booed Santa Claus, right? So I think that's not the right place for them. I don't know the situation is going to work out. I know their whole GM and the ownership team probably wants to get what they can in terms of a fair exchange with Ben Simmons. But let me just say this: if a worker is not happy at the workplace, no matter how talented they are, what you got is not going to work out. And I know they're trying to seek something or something of comparable value, but you see how much of a distraction this is to the entire team. They need to let the man go. I know it's not fair or whatever. Now, what I feel, and I don't know the whole NBA rule and the whole collective bargaining thing regarding when it comes to a player's mental health. And I feel that Ben Simmons is going to sit up here and play this card of mentally he's not able to perform his duties because of a potentially hostile work environment. I don't know how that will fly in the NBA. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in the NBA, but I think that will allow him to get some of this money that's been put in escrow or whatever it is, because they put a portion of his salary in that so that they can deduct out of that because they fear that if he gets his money that he's guaranteed he can take that money and run or not show up and they won't be able to find him and they get the fines will actually stick. So I'm thinking that he's gonna sit up there and use this whole family leave thing or whatever that is when you got to take medical leave from your job, whether for depression or what or ailment or injury. I think he's gonna say that. And I think he may have a good case because remember that exchange with Doc Rivers when he sat up there and said FUCK or to them when he was meeting with him in the summer. I think he may be able to say that, a hostile work environment, and that may be able to get him some of the money that was owed to him in that contract while they try to work out this whole situation. I don't know how long this is going to go on because it does not seem that Philadelphia is going to budge. But at the end of the day, I think Ben Simmons has the most leverage as long as he has money saved. Because I feel like if he waits this situation out as best as he can, he's going to force Philadelphia's hand because once they get closer to the playoffs and they don't have they see this being a distraction, or they need a key player, and Ben Simmons is the trading piece that there's being dangled in front of them. They are going to trade for that person, even if it may be of some kind of value that's less than what they expect. So this will definitely be interesting because I don't see that working out. The fans in Philadelphia are going to heckle him. He's not going to be respected in the locker room just with the shenanigans he's going to play. And he wants out of there. I mean, normally any of us that's not happy at a job, we can go somewhere else, right? We can leave. But he's in a contract. So if it's weighing on him that mentally, he needs to go. And I think he can claim that it's a hostile work environment. So that's what I got to say about the situation. I'm interested to see how this will play out. I think it's going to get very, very messy. But at the end of the day, I think Ben Simmons may win this. The last thing you want is a player to be in a professional game and sabotage the game in front of everybody, fans, analysts, opponents, because he could sit out there and they put him out there and he don't do a damn thing and he could be a detriment. And that may be the way he forced his way out of there. Not saying that I support that, but man, just let the man go. Let the man go and find another way to recoup that money if that's such big of a deal. But you gotta understand the Sixers' point of view. They've put years and years and years of trying to groom this guy to be a superstar and not understand that mentally he ain't ready to play in a big city. Send him off to Utah where the people may be nicer. I don't know. But Philadelphia ain't it. Something going on there and he don't like it there. So the writing's on the wall. Now next he gonna sit up there and say y'all messing with his mental psyche and he, may go crazy. Not saying that will happen, but y'all better stop playing with people. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Hopefully this has been some insightful commentary regarding the whole Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers saga. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, y'all. Ooh, good luck, Ben Simmons. I wish you the best. Let that man out his contract. Get the money, whatever. But don't hold that man there hostage in that city. You don't want to be there. Let him go.